Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the SMU Mustangs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion. They go to the ground. Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's open. There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Mustangs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play?
Oh, they block it. Now he can return this. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown.
SMU 6, Arizona 0.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to throw on third down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these 2 guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Run play with the quarterback. Big loss on the play. Coming up, 4th down.
The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field it close to the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Barry. Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Touch pass on the right. Oh, what a cut! And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Wildcats!
Number 8 with the grab and the score.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Quarterback's got the first. There he goes. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They'll run it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Running to Green. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Here's the give off the left side. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quarterback now breaking the field. At the 20, he's got space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
At the 9-yard line, 1st and goal, SMU.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone.
42 Spider.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
He's now 2nd and goal.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Alert! Easy. Ready.
Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Here we go.
He wants to throw it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Is no good.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going for it all. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Arizona! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown there.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's complete. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
Off the play fake. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot, and that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there, makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it sprints. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Here's a heat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Off play action. Buying some time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Mustangs!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to UTEP. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the big tight end. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to throw again. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Power football with the run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
From the gun on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Barry. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Intercepted deep in his own end. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to run it. Gets the first himself. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
SMU.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down.
Get set, get set.
Reads it, fires complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Soft spot in the middle. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8th. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Mustangs line it up with a 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, SMU!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
And back to the air on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the 3rd snap, they take another shot, just couldn't come up with the completion.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He'll take another shot here. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the 1st half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the 1st half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the 1st half.
Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Barry. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. DB's right up on the receiver. Scores on the sneak.
In a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef. The goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting the touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 14 to South Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff to the lone back. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Rushes on him. And it's incomplete on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. He slides that just inside the right upright.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They punt it away on fourth down. He'll haul it in right around the logo. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Wants to fire on second down. Buys a little time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Back to pass on second down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Touchdown, Mustangs! The defense putting points on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You
practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Shotgun snap on third down. Working the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. This has been utter domination through three quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Finding open areas. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
And after that incompletion, they are left with a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got him. At the 35, he's loose. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Arizona going back to work with another first down. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Arizona. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He leaves it with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They'll give him 1 to the 28. Line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on! And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Hey, fire! On the ready.
Gonna swing it on second down. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Arizona! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. Looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive.
Set to kickoff.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Oh, better look out!
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They want that clock to run. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. Brings him to the open. Smashes through the tackle. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Looking downfield on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Keeps looking downfield. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think that call will leave people scratching their head. You know, you're down a possession. You got to go make something happen. The clock is ticking. Like, we got to take some shots down the field, or we got to get our butts out of bounds after we make those catches.
Oh, they're after him. Complete to the left. At the 45, on his way. There he goes. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Arizona will try to pay off this red zone trip. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last time out when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Arizona.
So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And this will be for the win. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that?